Disclaimer, this is comedy, occasionally true, always sarcastic. If you came for real news, you're lost. If you take it seriously, that's on you, and maybe your therapist. Live from wherever bad decisions meet breaking news, this is All the Things Weekend Update. The news you didn't ask for, delivered by people who definitely shouldn't be trusted with it. We bring you the headlines, the sarcasm, and just enough accuracy to get fact-checked by a Karen on Facebook. This isn't CNN, this isn't Fox, this is All the Things Weekend Update.
And welcome to All the Things Weekend Updates with Chris, Dave, and Colleen. And I'll go right into it. This weekend was past Groundhog's Day. News out of Punxsutawney, PA. Old Punxsutawney Phil back at it again. This year, his annual day, he checked his bank account. Saw again, no deposit from his humans and said, yep, no money. Y'all aren't done suffering yet. Tack on another 6 weeks, he says. Witnesses say Phil popped out of his hole, squinted at the sun, and laughed. Then was heard muttering, put the shovel and the salt right back where you left it. Phil's cousin Harry the Hedgehog was asked, where did Phil go? He responded by saying Phil went back to his hole, got into his bed, turned out his light, and said, yep, this is Phil. Over and out. Weathermen around the country are pissed because a rodent is taking their jobs away and then constantly screwing up the 7-day forecast. Phil finally was quoted before calling out yet another crappy weather year. I didn't apply for this job. Some dipwad took me out of my old home, called the pet place, brought me back to a town called Punxsutawney, shoved me in a hole, then named me after his Uncle Phil, and expected me to predict the weather? They make me come out of a hole naked on a day where it's 3 degrees outside. Thanks a lot, man. He flipped off the reporters, waddled his ass back in the hole, and said, till next year. Colleen?
There's a new study out of UC Berkeley about chimpanzees in Ngogo, Uganda, as well as Thai in Cote d'Ivoire. And these chimpanzees are eating fermented fruit to the equivalent of what would be, to a human, 2 drinks per day. If you've ever been to a frat party or one of Jay's backyard barbecues, you'd know that this is probably true, and it's not just monkeys. And I have to tell you, I'm not getting shown up by some silly ape, so bottoms up, bitches.
Go, girl. You go, girl.
On to you, Chris.
All righty. Well, as Colleen enjoys her tasty beverage this morning, we have Olympic news. So, the Olympics gave us peak performance, years of sacrifice, and national pride. And then, like the universe hit control alt chaos, a wolf dog named Nazgul just spawns on the course. No accreditation, no coach, no electrolytes, just vibes, questionable life choices. The majestic wolf dog sprints next to the elite athletes, crosses the finish line like, congrats at the decade of training I personally prepared by escaping a bed and breakfast and ignoring several authority figures. Imagine you're an Olympic skier, heart rate at 197, vision tunneling, and suddenly you realize you're not in a race, you're in the Hunger Games Canine expansion pack. Because this wasn't competition, this was a tribute. You versus a 2-year-old wolf dog with zero fear, zero taxes, and catastrophic main character energy. And sure, he didn't win an official medal, but spiritually, emotionally, internet-wise, Nazgul swept the podium, stole the spotlight, and is now 3 brand deals away from launching a line of artisanal emotional support jerky. NBC gave him the full treatment, slow-mo footage, official time, gold medal for being a very good boy, which means somewhere there's an athlete like, I trained my whole life and lost airtime to a woodland influencer. Honestly, the IOC needs to commit next games, release 1 Nazgul per event. 100-meter dash, surprise wolf dog. Figure skating, small pack energy. Curling, absolute chaos, no notes. Let destiny decide the podium. And on that note, this has been the Weekend Update with 3 friends and all the things. And until next time, keep it real.